Hey everybody, how's it going? So a few years ago, I did a video tongue-in-cheek after Hakko had said that I was doing my viewers a disservice by not demonstrating their new hot air station. And the reason I didn't review their new hot air station was I was waiting for them to produce something that wasn't garbage. So this is about $850, and the interface is so horrible that just changing the temperature is it's actually harder than changing the time on an alarm clock from the 80s, where you had the red blinking lights and you had to hold this button down for 5 seconds to get to this menu. Then you couldn't just hit up or down. You had to change this digit, then this digit after holding a button for 2 or 3 seconds, then this digit after holding a button for 2 or 3 seconds. And the best part of it is that at the end of the day, the Hakko station actually had less power than a Quick that was about 1/3 as much money. Now, this is another thing that I find interesting, particularly with regards to Hakko reaching out to me several years ago asking why I was doing my viewers a disservice by not telling them about their products. Apparently, they're also not supporters of right to repair, which is interesting since they sell products that not only are incredibly out of date with regards to the interface. Again, there's no innovation, there's no trade secret with regard to a 1980s alarm clock interface that I demonstrate in this video, but also the fact that they are fairly high priced. They're priced at a premium range for what it is that they offer. So this comes from someone in Discord here saying, "Hello, Stephen. Just getting back to you. The head office is aware of the issue and request. I let them know that a very knowledgeable customer wants to repair their FM202 units, and they've been discontinued for 14 years. I would imagine providing information like schematic should not be too much of a problem, even considering the current products that use parts of the circuit. I explained to them the various legislative efforts in different states regarding right to repair, as well as the current situation in the U.S. market, and asked them to carefully consider how best to service and support existing Hakko customers. They are working through their internal processes to get the necessary decisions made, and as soon as I have an answer, I will let you know. I have reminders set to continually follow up as it may take time, but we will get to an answer. We all appreciate your support of Hakko, and I'm always doing what I can to keep abreast of legislative and regulatory requirements here in the U.S. American Hakko stands behind our products and customers, and I'm hoping we can help you in this case. Best regards, Chris Stuber, Vice President Products, American Hakko." Now, eventually he did wind up getting a reply, and this is something that is, in my opinion, fairly disappointing. It says, "Hi, Stephen. I got the answer back from the factory in Japan. They denied my request to receive schematics for the FM202. They told me the schematics are confidential. Do keep in mind that A, this uses an alarm clock interface from the 80s, and B, this particular station has been discontinued now for over a decade. They will consider legal requirements to do so once laws go into effect. At this time, the FTC and the legislation in California are still working through details, so once the law is in the books, we can respond accordingly. I'll be sure to follow up with you should I hear of any changes." So in other words, we support our customers only if we are forced to by law. And again, if you want to talk about innovation, trade secrets, all sorts of new stuff, we're talking about the values of resistors and schematics and the name of a chip that is used inside of it. And you are free and welcome to look through this review that I did of the Quick 861DW versus the Hakko FR810. You can see that, I assure you, there is no top-of-the-line technology being used on this particular station. If you just try and watch me adjust the temperature of this station, it is absolutely horrible. I fast-forwarded to around, looks like I have my timestamp here, to around 11 to 11:52 is where you can see the interface of this thing. So let's say, check it out. If you want to have the temperature go up on the Quick versus the Hakko, on the Quick, all you do is hit up or down. On the Hakko, you hit up, down. No, you have to hold the star button for a certain period of time and then adjust individual digits. So on my station, it goes up to 840. So if I have it set to 750 and I hold the button down for 3 seconds and then hit up on the 7, it goes to 850, but then resets itself because it can't do 850. I have to change it to 8. Then I have to hold the button for 3 seconds, change this digit over to 4. Anybody who's used a Hakko knows what I'm talking about. Now, to be fair to Hakko, if I were to ask Quick or Atten or any one of those smaller companies for a schematic, they may give me the same answer. And while I'm not happy with that, at the end of the day, if they're selling a station for $100 to $250 and Hakko is selling it for $850, listen, it's one of those things where what am I paying for when I give them the more expensive product? I'm not happy with the fact that if I ask Atten, and I will be asking Atten once I'm done with this video, and I will follow up with you all as to whether or not I can get a schematic for any of their stations, I'm not happy with the fact that they may not be available because, again, as I say, almost every company takes part in this type of stuff. But when the station costs 10 to 25% as much money, I can kind of forgive it. Whereas when you have a company that in the past actually reached out to a channel that promotes right to repair on a regular basis, again, that's what's prompted this review. I got Hakko PR to reach out to me and tell me what a disservice it was to my audience that I was not sharing more information on the new products with them, while simultaneously saying we're not going to share a schematic of a 14-year-old discontinued product unless we're forced to. Get the fuck out of here. It's just something that you should consider. If you are looking to purchase new stations, if you're looking to purchase new products, don't buy a Hakko on the idea that I'm paying a little bit more money, but at least I'm getting a premium brand. Because at the end of the day, you're going to get the same type of service and support out of them when it comes to being able to repair older devices that you're going to get out of a company that sells something that is 10 to 25% the cost. And at the end of the day, there's nothing about this technology. There's nothing about the technology in these stations that is top of the line. My Atten that costs way less than a Hakko FR810 vastly outperforms it. A TS100 is going to heat up your tip in virtually the same amount of time that this Hakko is. And even if you're not able to do repairs on that particular thing, you paid a lot less money for it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. And Hakko, shame on you. Really, shame on you. Shame. Schematics are not available right now. Can you not use a TS100 that heats up at the exact same rate as a Hakko station with a Hakko tip? I can take my Hakko tips and put them in a TS100 and they work. No schematics available. This is just dick move. It's a dick move. It's not going to age well.